Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to the world of football. Here is the Chelsea fans preview for Chelsea versus Djurgarden. We've got Jacob, and we were actually supposed to have two new people, but one had to quickly leave because of interesting reasons. We're not going to say on camera, but yeah, we have Thomas here, who's actually been on the channel a few times for fan cams. How are you, Thomas?
He's been on mine.
Yeah, he has.
So a
His
couple of
internet's
you,
a bit dodgy.
a couple of you will know who he is. We're joined
Yeah.
by Thomas himself. How are you doing, bruv?
His internet's a bit dodgy. Let's just let him, do his thing.
His internet's not doing very well, clearly.
Yeah. I mean, Jacob, do you just want to, say a few bits before his internet is a bit better?
Well, first of all, this is going to have to be a bit of a short one because we're doing a live stream, and also I've got exams that I need to study. No, even better. Exams. Great. But yeah. Thomas, can I just ask, mate? You look like you're in Spain, mate. That background. You look like a nice villa in Alicante or something. Or
He's at the gym.
I was at the gym, yeah, but I'm at
no,
school.
you don't look like the type of person to go to the gym. No, I'm joking.
Really?
I'm joking.
Really?
That's crazy, brother.
That's crazy.
Mate, you look like you're in, what's it called? I'm forgetting. Tenerife, like a villa in Tenerife, mate.
I know what you mean.
You look tanned as well.
Wow.
But I mean, I've been to Alicante as well. To be fair, it is. But to be fair, it is quite hot weather, right?
I went to Alicante, Madrid away actually.
Oh really? Nice.
Yeah, banging. My favourite place I've ever been to.
Nice. Yeah.
Obviously, home's home, but outside the UK, definitely.
Yeah, it's been nice to be fair.
I mean, we're here to talk about Chelsea Djurgarden. I mean, is
that how you pronounce it? Because the commentator in the first game was like Djurgarden.
I mean,
no, mate. The way I pronounce it is my garden, not your garden. It's my garden.
Yeah, that's a good saying. To be fair.
Yeah, I mean,
and we've had to do this due to like content issues. We've had to do this a bit unprepared, but we wanted to bring you lot one.
Yeah.
Before we get into this, mate, smash like, smash subscribe, all of that good stuff. So, do we start off by talking about the say Champions League, Conference League table?
I mean, I've got it here.
And you know what, right? I've been telling people how many days until Raw Claw, right, in school, and everyone stopped copying me. Yeah, it is funny.
Where is
it's already at the top of my Google search.
Djurgarden.
It's 21 days.
Oh wow! Djurgarden they finished 5th in the league phase, so they're not bad.
No, I mean they'll definitely give us something. I mean they won 4 in their last 5 in the group stage.
Yeah.
They're not. I mean, honestly, are we even entertaining the fact that Djurgarden, who are 10th in Sweden, going to give us a hard game?
But the season's only started.
Yeah, true. Oh, really? Does it start late for them?
You know, like the American league system is in terms of what the start date at least.
I think for the UK they should start the season slightly earlier, because I feel or slightly later, because I feel like there's not enough games played in the summer or when there's like nice weather. Like for example, here we're starting to get nice weather, and we're not
the season's ending.
Mate,
exactly.
Mate, I want to go Spain, mate. I don't want to miss Chelsea. I want to go Spain. I personally, this is just an idea, right? I think they should just do 3 months off.
Yeah, but I feel like the thing is the good traditions of going to a game is when you just have your shirt on. you don't have to go to the games where you're wearing coats, gloves, all of that, and you
But
only
we're not
get
Legia Warsaw fans, mate. We
yeah,
don't just take the top off like that.
yeah, but you only get like 3-4 games of the season where the weather's nice. To be fair, but yeah, I mean that's how it is. I mean,
I personally find it. I don't enjoy games in the hot weather particularly.
yeah,
Sure, mate. Give us Brighton away in the summer and then everything else. Brighton away can be a good away game.
I feel like
If you win, you can go to the beach.
Well,
but
go
I've never
get your chocolate
understood.
strawberries. Right, people, should we start talking about the football because we're not
Just
really.
the one thing about the away days, I've never understood why Fulham away is such a good away day because we're so close to Stamford Bridge, so less of the loyal supporters are going to go to that sort of
Yeah,
game.
but
So
it's not. Yeah, but it's not really easy to get a ticket, and plus the acoustics in the stadium.
yeah, yeah,
That's the thing.
Right.
I mean, it's almost like the Brentford atmosphere can be quite good, and to me, and that's near West London, but they got a small allocation.
Yeah.
Am
I
I the
understand.
only one that believes instead of having because I think it might and I get why they don't do this, right? But games like when we had Luton away, they should put a minimum 3,000 allocation for Premier League games. A free and just have a standard as the same thing.
Yeah.
Like Luton away, mate. Mate, the thing is when I went Luton away, one thing I learned, right, is my garden shed is bigger than their shed. I've got a bigger garden shed than theirs. I've got a
Wow.
bigger house than them because I saw loads of houses walking in. But anyway, Luton are down in League One now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Which
So
is
sorry to go a bit off topic, but I've just got like a big message about a big pundit. You guys know Rio Ferdinand, right?
yeah.
He's been hospitalized.
Oh really?
Yeah. I've literally just got a message saying he's been hospitalized. Yeah. He's forced to miss Champions League TV duty tonight.
letting the squad down, isn't he? Nah, I mean, best wishes. I mean, we can go and but Chelsea versus Djurgarden. Chelsea 4-1 up 4-1 up. Second leg. I mean, mate, we've shown they've seen quality, but do you really see him? I have a feeling we'll lose on Thursday, but obviously we'll still go through. But we look at games like Servette, where in the second leg we can just switch off. Even
No,
And Legia.
I don't think we'll lose because the wins against Liverpool and Everton were kind of. I think they really boosted our confidence with that, with those two wins.
No, confidence isn't an issue, but the issue is that I think the players will be on the beach. They'll probably still celebrate after the Liverpool win, to be fair, mate. I just personally don't have a feeling they won't really bring much to us.
We will
They
see a
won't bring
very
much.
rotated side.
Yeah,
We will see a very rotated side
we're gonna. It's crazy
because
how
we have the Newcastle game on Sunday, which is very important.
Can I just say, right, a lot of the players we're rotating for the Conference League this season. If we do get Champions League, there's no way that.
There's no way we can do that for the Champions League.
No, but we can rotate, but I don't think our youth academy is at a point where it's good enough to put an Atto Lampard.
And
If
that's
we
what
get to the Champions League, we have to go into the transfer market and spend on better quality. And if we get Champions League, there's this wage how can I say it? We get a wage increase apparently if we get into the Champions League.
Yeah,
so
and
that
that's
means
where we
players
get
want
the
to
better
come
players.
more to Chelsea.
Yeah, let me talk for a sec. So the thing is, right, Atto Lampard's all good in a Conference League game. Even Richard and Lisa, who are highly rated, but if we go into the Champions League, we're going to have to use our first team players a lot more. And there could be a situation where our players are getting injured left, right, and centre because of that. Because, mate, I know it sounds bad, but honestly, I'm not going to lie to you, look. We ain't got a squad to beat a for example, I'm just going to put Napoli out there.
Oh,
Before
yeah.
we'd smash them. It'd be an easy game for us. Now it's debatable if we have a squad that can beat them, let alone rotate against
And if you look at the
them.
Champions League teams as well, like they've got like three strikers. If you look at AC Milan, they've got Abraham, Jovic, and Jimenez, whereas we've only got Jackson. And right now we would have Giu, but generally, there's so many positions in the team where if we get Champions League, we need the backup. That look at Cucurella at left back; he won't be able to play every game. We need like a Vega or maybe buy someone else because he might go for profit. And then at the same time, we might need. I think we'll have the midfield depth because we'll have a Sugo and Santos. But I'm looking more at left back, striker, defence. I'm looking at because we're not going to play Jackson every
No,
game.
I know this is quite a controversial thing, but I think Vega's not very good at all. In my opinion, he's a vulnerability in that position. Really controversially, I've spoken to loads. In fact, I spoke to expert Chelsea fans, and they disagree. But I don't know, mate. Whenever I watch him, I just don't really. I don't really see it. I mean, I might see if I can find a little Vega clip just to show on the screen now.
But we haven't seen him much at left back. Whenever because we play such a possession style football, he's always in the pivot. He always inverts with Maresca. So I mean, when he's played, I think it was Bournemouth away. He played in midfield. I don't think he was that bad, to be fair.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
actually
No,
alright.
he definitely don't suck. But I think that actually maybe if we're very ambitious, we go for somebody a bit better. Remember Marcus Alonso? Obviously, don't go for him now, but do you know
Yeah.
what? Though? And it reminds me to a point. We don't really have any players we isn't such a really into. Like, we've got into Tyreek George, but if we're being honest, he's pretty bang average. Like it
He's
doesn't
just
feel
come
like
from
he
the
wants
youth
to.
team, though. He's just come from the youth team. You can't expect him to do amazing,
No,
and
no,
he's
no,
done
no. I
You can't
decent.
understand,
expect him to do too much.
but bear in mind, how old is Tyreek George now?
19,
He's what?
19.
He's 18, 19, something like that.
I'm just gonna get it up because
I
just
think 19.
okay. So Tyreek George is 19 years old. Mason Mount was at a far higher level when he was 19 years old. And obviously, I know I don't like Mason Mount particularly either. But I don't know. When he was 19 years old, he was smashing it.
Generally, I think this could be like an unpopular opinion, but when we're talking about depth and stuff in our different positions, but
Yeah.
everyone says that we need a centre back and stuff. I mean, I'm not sure what both Yusuf and Jacob what you think on that, but don't you think our defence is good enough if we keep if Fafana stays fit? Because we have Fafana, Colwill, Chalobah, Tosin. We also have Badiashile. I feel for me it's more than enough for me, but.
In my opinion, it's not, because I know these owners will want to get rid of Trevor Chalobah for pure profit, and we've already been looking at Dean Hoyson. We've already been looking at Mark Gahey. I think we're going to get another centre back, and it's going to be one of them. To be fair, I've already looked at some transfer news, and I've already seen that Real Madrid have decided to look at Dean Hoyson. So I've ruled out Dean Hoyson now because Real Madrid are already looking at him.
I
And
thought
you
he
know what
preferred to
happens?
Yeah,
stay in
but
the
to be fair, Madrid were looking at Esteval, but they didn't get him.
yeah.
Yeah, but well.
But that's the thing with Chalobah. Like, for me, I think he's so good, and you can tell he wants to play for us so much, and that he's so like proper Chelsea. But yet the owners will still willingly want to force him out. Like for me, if they do force
Just
him
because
out,
of pure profit.
I think if they do force him out, that will be my end point with me for the owners, just because they've already shown enough for me to doubt them. But then at the same time, they do some stuff which kind of they do. Some investments
Guys,
are not that bad.
I
Some
can't.
investments aren't the
I know
worst. But
Mason Mount is a snake and he is what he was, but he got 39 appearances for Vitesse, got 14 goals and 10 assists
yeah, he
when
was
he was
not that bad.
19 years old. And which was, I believe, when he was 20, maybe 21, he made 50 appearances for Chelsea. In the next year or two, I don't think Tyreek George will get 39 appearances in 5 years for us. In 3 years. I don't like Mason Mount, but I just think
3 years is not.
you need to put in a bit of perspective because you look at Tyreek George, who is probably our best young academy prospect,
At the
and
moment.
he's not that great. And when Tammy Abraham was 19, he got 24 goals and 4 assists. Right? So, and like, I just want people to just understand that our youth academy is not at the level it once was. Like,
I mean,
and you know, and like,
but
it just
the thing is, I do agree with your point. But if you look at like, let's say Barcelona, because they struggle financially, they have to play their young players, and you can see that if you give them the opportunities, they can become good. Like look at all the players that they've produced in the academy that play every single week. I think if we gave those same opportunities to, let's say, George Achampong, Murray Campbell,
yeah, but you
Keanu
can't.
Dyer.
At the same time, Tyreek George isn't near the level Yamal was at when he was 16.
Yeah, of
You
course.
you can't. And plus, mate, you need to be careful because there's players. If you play your players, give them too much too early, they'll burn out. Raheem Sterling was one of them. He peaked when he was about 26 because he started playing a lot of football at a high level when he was young. But you know, Pedri, Fatty's a player that, in my opinion, hasn't really made his full potential. Obviously, he's still young,
Too fatty, yeah.
but all I just want to put into perspective is Tyreek George is probably the equivalent about 6-7 years ago. As probably would probably I don't think he'd be near the first team. I mean, it's definitely an argument that can be played, right? And like all I'm saying is, you can't. I don't know, mate. I know Tyreek George is decent and all that, but I find it hard to not talk about how we've just talked about how the players like Mason Mount, Tamori, like we were just like they Tyreek George's age, they were such further into the development. So, do you know what I mean? I think it's something interesting, and I don't think it's something that is talked about enough. To be fair, and mate, let's be honest. Our top 3 youth players, top 4 youth players, is Tyreek George, Achampong, Raksaki, and Richard Elise. I'd probably say. I know Atarampa's up there and the likes, but not being funny, mate. Raksaki, who I've just mentioned as like 4th or 5th, mate, he probably won't be at League One level for the majority of his career, and he's one of our best youth players. I personally think there might. I know our youth development facilities are good, but I personally think, mate, because we're not great at recruitment at all, mate. Let's be honest. Our best bet might be, instead of spending 30 mil or 30 mil there, it might be to improve our youth academy facilities and put a lot of money into that.
Maybe,
I'd even go into looking at kids going to Africa, Asia, to be honest, mate, any areas really, and just have a look at players. I'd even set up training camps around the globe, mate. And I know it's expensive, but
yeah,
I'm not being funny. That silly little pay 120 mil for Caicedo, which probably realistically, if we figured it out earlier, before Liverpool proper came in, could have got for 100 million. That 20 million could set up a camp in Brazil, camp in Argentina. Gosh knows how much more. Like, it could probably set up a camp in North Korea, mate. I'm joking. But, like, I mean, if you did that, you'd have all of North Korea's best talents, I guess. But you don't know what I'm saying? Like, we should go into all of these countries and then just put training camps out there.
Yeah.
Sign them up.
Yeah.
For part of Chelsea. You know what I mean?
Like me being part of the Chelsea Foundation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, mate, move you out to Brazil, mate.
To be fair, I will say there's I'm not in the first team of the Chelsea Foundation. I will be honest with myself there, but there is a few players in the first team which I think could make it to professional level. Genuinely,
Oh, in the foundation squad.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, here's Jacob
Yo,
gone.
how long you guys got? I'm gonna be 5 minutes. Is that all right?
Yeah. I'll just like give like a bit of a
Yeah.
team news thing, right? Yeah, we've got about I'd say max 15 minutes. So I'd say we should go through predicted lineups and what we think Maresca will do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what do you want to do? What we want to do first?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
As
So,
in,
like, who do you want to be in goal first?
I think. Oh, it's pretty obvious. It's going to be Jorgensen.
Yeah.
We've, for me personally, with Sanchez and Jorgensen, I mean Sanchez. These last.
Oh. Apologies for the internet problems. Thomas is not at home, so it's a bit difficult. Right, I'm just gonna give my predicted lineup until he comes back. Obviously Jorgensen in goal, left back.
Can you hear me?
No. Oh yeah, now I can. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I'm in such bad internet place. Anyways, so yeah, I was saying for Jorgensen and Sanchez, I generally think that between Jorgensen and Sanchez, you're kind of picking the best.
As soon as he starts talking about players, the internet doesn't want to let him.
I mean, for the, can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yeah. It's just it's dodgy everywhere, your internet.
Um,
Hello. Right, I'm just going to continue. Jorgensen in goal. Left back, I really don't know who to pick. I mean, I'm going to go Cucurella. He should be able to cope with that. Right back, I'm going Josh Achempong. Centre back, I'm going Chalobah and Tosin. Or, no, Badiashile and Tosin, sorry. Midfield, I'm going Keane and Dewsbury Hall, and I'm actually going to go with Raksaki. Why not? And then in the 10, I'm going to go Enzo. Left wing, I'm going to go Sancho. Right wing, Tyreek George. And striker, I'm not sure if Q is still injured. Oh, great.
How you doing? You alright?
You have to get in there.
Ice
You
cream
really
man came.
okay then. Right, I was just going through what I want my lineup to be tomorrow.
Go on, cook.
I said Jorgensen in goal. I went. Well, now that I said Cucurella left back, I'm actually regretting it. But the thing is, we don't have anyone else that we can put there, apart from Levi Colwell. But I'm really even debating that.
no, You put Gusto left back, I think. Now I think that
Oh,
would work
yeah.
the best.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, Gusto left
You
back.
put Gusto. You put.
Yeah, I said Badiashile and Tosin as a centre backs, I remember. And then Josh Chebmpong at right back. I said Raksaki and Dewsbury Hall. I said in the double pivot. Enzo in the 10. Left wing up at Sancho. Right wing up at Tyreek George. And then striker. Oh, I'll give it to Nkunku. Why not? Wait, no, is he injured?
Go
No,
Elise
I
right
mean,
wing and
I
No,
think
you know
with
what? Shimweka. Why not?
yeah, but do you know what it is with do you know what it is with Nkunku? The thing is that he's been so and he wants to leave that I think the club are just saying he's got this toe injury, but I don't actually think he's got this toe injury. They're just faking so that he can get out of the club. I think my genuine thing is that he's going to be out all until the Conference League final or the day before, and then we just won't see. That's what's going to happen because no one wants to play him. But then that's the thing. What if Palmer gets injured? Who's going to play in that 10? I don't actually know.
Yeah. Who do you want to like? What's your lineup, Jacob, of what you want tomorrow?
What I want? What's his name?
Jorgensen?
No.
Ted Bird.
No.
Bergstrom.
Max Merrick.
He plays for like the under ones, I think.
That was right. He was smashing it for the youth team.
Oh, has he?
But to be fair, I would go, so Jorgensen in goal. Generally, who do you think's better, Sanchez or Jorgensen?
I'll do mine first and you do yours, yeah?
Yeah.
So yeah, Max Merrick in goal. Yeah, I'm joking. We'll go Jorgensen in goal.
Yeah.
You know what? No, I think Jorgensen makes sense. Left back, Richard Elise for me. He's a good young player. He's a better right back, but he can play left back. And for me, I'm just don't want to suffer with Gusto at left back. Or Colwill and Cucurella needs to stay fit for Newcastle. So right back, Acheampong, centre backs, you know what, mate? A team is built on defence. I'm going to go Chalobah and Tosin.
All right.
Midfielders. Drum roll. No, I'm joking. I don't want a drum roll. Midfield. Raksaki, Dewsbury Hall for me. I'm starting Kunku to try and get his value up for the summer at number 10.
All right.
At left wing, I'm just going to go Atahuampo. Why not? Right wing, Pedro Neto. And up front, drum roll.
Nah.
Actually, no, I'm going to go right wing, George, and up front, Shimon-Weka.
Yeah. Right. Go on, Thomas. What do you want your lineup to be?
First, just a question for keepers. Who do you guys think is better, Jorgensen or Sanchez?
Sanchez.
Yeah,
Just.
Shot stopping, for sure. Sanchez shot stopping isn't actually that bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would go Jorgensen, in goal. I'd go because Samuel Smith hasn't actually been registered for the B squad, for the Europa Conference League squad. So I would put him there, but he can't play. I'd have to go. For me, it's just Gusto because Cucurella won't play. Acheampong right back. It will be Badiashile and Tosin at centre back. Chalobah, I think, is better than Tosin and Badiashile, so he'll play against Newcastle. He was really good against Liverpool. So yeah, it'll be Tosin, Badiashile, and that's what I want to happen, to be fair. Then Dewsbury Hall. I mean, we've been seeing Reece James in the midfield there as well, but I mean, like, does it suit him? Like, is it the best for him? I'm not 100% sure. Personally, I prefer to see him at right back as an overlapping right back, but we know that Maresca, we're not going to see that. So I would say Dewsbury Hall and Raksaki. Or Keanu Dyer, but he's more of a 10. I'd say, yeah, Dewsbury Hall, Raksaki. But if we actually have to get Reece James minutes in, then Reece James will play. Then left wing, Tariq George. Right wing, right wing. I don't actually know. It's between Madueke and Neto, but I might just go as you said, Jacob.
Excuse me, I'm going to have to interrupt quickly. I'm just going to put the predicted lineup of the website Yahoo just on the screen, just for people. Go on, go ahead.
There we are.
Fernandez would start.
There you are. And then I'm just going to read through some of this information. Go on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I generally think it'll be, it will be Madueke or Neto on the right. But yeah, we'll have to see. But I would play Ato Amper. Then in the 10, I'd play Nkunku. I don't think he's been played enough in the 10 this season, but I mean, that's not. It's tricky to displace Palmer, to be fair. So yeah, Nkunku in the 10, then Maheka up front. But we know that Maheka is not going to play. It will be Tariq George up front, or
Yeah.
But we'll see.
I mean, I reckon it'll be George up front. Mate, you've got a live stream to do, mate.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, in 3 minutes. So I'm just going to quickly ask score predictions. What are your score predictions for tomorrow?
Right. 2-1. Guess who to?
Chelsea.
I reckon it'll be 2-1 Djurgarden. If I'm being honest, I reckon it'll turn up something. Not enough to go through, but.
What do you reckon, Thomas? What's your prediction?
But his internet was
I reckon that I don't think they'll score. They won't score at all. We're going to keep them out from our box. So I'm going to say just a nice 2-0 win. That's what I'm going to go for.
All right. Thank you very well. Actually, no. My prediction. Yeah, I'm going to go 2-1 Chelsea. That's pretty much it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching the Chelsea fans preview. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Subscribe to Jacob's channel. Thank you very much for Thomas for joining us. I mean,
subscribe to Jacob and Wolf.
Yeah, match day vlog for tomorrow will be out, and also fan cams. Make sure to watch them as well. And yeah, the fan cams will be very interesting. I'll tell you that now. All right, I'll see you guys. Well, at the time of recording, you would have already seen the live stream,
and you've got mic and a light now. So fan cams.
Oh yeah. I do have a mic and a light, so I will be using that. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, by the time this is uploaded, you'd have already seen the PSG Arsenal live stream, and you've already seen who's gone to the final.
PSG.
I hope it's PSG. Yeah, I'll see you guys next on the matchday vlog in a bit.